A parent once told me a story about their little toddler speaking to them at church. And as the pastor came out from the back up to the front of the altar to begin the service, the little kid said to their parent, "Hey, look, Mom, there's Jesus up there." I think we've all heard that from a little kid before. Because you see, little kids, they hear about Jesus and they hear about the things that he did, and they want to see him. And they think they see him in the pastor up there. But think about this for a moment. Do you ever ask yourself, where is Jesus? Do you ever think about how you can't see him? In Acts chapter 1, it's the last time someone saw Jesus in the flesh. Jesus had resurrected from the dead, and he came back to be with the disciples and the people for 40 more days. And then in Acts chapter 1, he ascended or went up to be with the Father. Do you ever ask yourself, where is Jesus? Why can't we see him? There's all kinds of sorts of things in our lives that we can see that don't point towards Jesus. We see violence. We see bankruptcy. We see people being very, very ugly to each other. And none of these things help us to see Jesus. Where is Jesus? Well, the fact of the matter is before Jesus ascended into heaven to be with the Father, he said that he would be with us always, to the very end of the age. He said in Acts chapter 1 that he would be there to protect us and keep us. And in fact, we do see Jesus. In fact, Jesus is still here with us. He's ascended into heaven, but he hasn't left us. Jesus is here in his holy word that we hear and learn. Jesus is here in the baptismal font. As we are baptized into the Holy Spirit and become children of God, Jesus is there. Jesus is here in his very supper, where he gives his body and blood so that we might be forgiven. Where is Jesus? He is here with his people, just like he promised. See you next week.